So you got yourself a pesky little washer fluid sensor light that just won't turn off. Well, in this video, let's fix that light. So if you're a loyal fan of my channel, you've seen I picked up this 2012 Dodge Ram pickup. It's a 12-year-old truck. It's got a lot of little lights and sensors and stuff that need to get turned off. So in this video, we're gonna be tackling the washer fluid light and why it's turning on. Enough of the small talk, let's jump right into it. All right, so we're parked, the hood's open, it's raining outside, and I park under a tree, so ignore those leaves. That's not what we're working on here. We're working on this fluid reservoir. And this fluid reservoir is full. It sprays all the water up on the windshield like it's supposed to, but I'm still getting that fluid light for some reason. So I'm thinking it's the sensor. So to get this job started, we're first gonna take off this big plastic piece that's covering the grill and the radiator. Let's jump right into that. First things first, grab yourself a trim panel tool and start popping out the little push fasteners. You might have some bolts too, just to get this radiator cover out of the way. All right, now we are starting to get to the reservoir, but to easily get to it and pull it out, we're gonna have to take the grill out. To start that, there's two 10mm bolts sitting on top of the grill, there and there. So we're just going to undo the bolts and get this grill removed. With the bolts removed, now you'll see the bottom of the grill is still locked with a couple of tabs. So just grab a flathead screwdriver and get the top clip by pulling up, then get the lower tab with a solid yank on the grill and a twist of the flathead screwdriver. All right, with the grill off, we're now going to pull the reservoir out and drain it. So the first things first, I'm gonna remove the cabling that's going through the container to allow myself room to move the container around. Then I'm gonna locate the two bolts that are holding the container down. Actually, I'm missing one of the bolts, but you know, I'm gonna undo that one bolt and then you're probably gonna have to undo two bolts. And then we're just gonna pull the tank away from the truck and drain it. But before we pull the tank too far, grab yourself a small flathead screwdriver and detach the actual sensor wire from the sensor. Now we're going to remove the tube at the pump outlet. I grab myself a little vacuum cap to plug the drip when I remove that tube. Quickly throw my thumb over the outlet to stop the leak and cap it. And with that outlet plugged, we're gonna drain all the fluid out the top into a clean jug. So I don't know if you noticed when it was draining, some junk came out. Well, that's the junk right there. It looks like, I don't know, like a Kleenex or something in there. Not really sure what the previous owner did to this truck, but we're gonna get this truck back to its prime. All right, now we are still plugged into the motor on the bottom. So we're gonna work on replacing the sensor on the back. Of course, if your motor's broken, this is also how you'd fix your motor, but let's just do the sensor. So we're just gonna put the reservoir up here in a nice spot where it can sit, and then we're gonna take this sensor out. All right, so got a little trim removal tool. I'm just gonna pop it out. Pop out this old sensor. Get him out. There we go. Old sensor's been popped out. Doesn't look like anything's sitting on it, but it was probably that, I don't know, whatever that gunk. So here, old sensor's out. Got my new sensor I'll put a link to in the description of this video. And then we got our little rubber gasket that still looks nice. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna clean away any debris from here. So I'm just grabbing a microfiber towel and just wiping away from the hole. I don't wanna push anything in the hole and make this new sensor not work. Then I'm just gonna clean up this rubber gasket. There you go, nice and clean. And then we're gonna put the rubber gasket back in the hole, making sure that the little grooves on this hole right here, this is where you want the plastic of the reservoir to sit, right in those grooves. So there we go, the rubber is sitting down all nice and flush. Now we're just gonna grab our new sensor and put this on in. Just making sure the way I oriented it is the way the old one came out, so this flat side is to the jug part of this reservoir. Okay, solid push. There we go, that feels pretty good. Nice. All right, new sensor's in. So now let's just plug the sensor cable back into the sensor itself. And then we're gonna make sure we put the tube back into the bottom, removing the vacuum cap. Bolt everything back up, grabbing my two 10mm bolts. Two this time, fixing it right. Tuck this cable back up. All right, I'm gonna double check the sensor that it's all sitting in where it's supposed to now, and we're good. New fluid. I'll take my glove off and make sure we're not leaking back there where I put the sensor in. Nope, we're good to go. Cool, let's test it. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if the sensor turns back on. Surface tire pressure. All right, that's the next video. Okay, no fluid sensor light. We're good there. Let's make sure that the pump works. Oh yeah. Feels so good to fix things on your own. Bam, no sensor light. We're good to go. All right, so we got that sensor fixed. Super stoked about that. That was an easy fix. So from here, I'm just gonna put the grill on. I'm gonna put that black cover back on, and then we're good to go. Hey, if this video helped you out, don't forget to like it and check out my channel for more of these car related videos. Thanks for watching.